In solidarity with the Palestinian resistance and their struggle, groups from the martyr commander Hajj Ahmad Mughniya in the Islamic resistance this morning attacked 3 positions of the Zionist occupation in the occupied Sheba Farms area.
All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. I hope the Zionists are doing good and having party. As you see, this is the spokesman of Hizballah. He announced, after October 7 that Hizballah attacked 3 positions of the Zionists. And good news, brother, the Zionists, they were running, and we did not find it no more. So, brother, just to let you know, the Zionists are in the run. And this is a report was given to you from Olga, from Russia, from Hizballah. All right. So, as you see the title today about where is the girls of Hizballah and where is the girls of Mujahideen. I know that maybe Hijab, he is wearing a pink t-shirt. And, he want to do jihad with his pink t-shirt. And the Mujahideen, suddenly they are Mujahideen in YouTube. I don't know what kind of Muslim they are. And, I don't know if you saw his video wearing the pink t-shirt. That scared the hell of me. I will fight with anyone, any man, but not with somebody wearing pink t-shirt. Because if you do so, they will accuse you of hate crime against, you know who. So anyway, in the beginning of what happened, we heard Iran and Hizballah and even Kadyrov, Erdogan, he says, Israel is a criminal country. The guy he just 2 years ago was kissing their ass to open their embassy again. Look at this. This is life. This is life. Take a beer. Take a beer. This is life. What you see on the screen now, this is life. So he was kissing their ass to open the embassy. Israeli, what are you doing? Let me talk. I mean, come on. Each time I want to say something, you should have... How can I continue this way? Let me call Netanyahu. Shabbat Shalom. Who? Christian Prince. First of all, I am not with Netanyahu. I am in Zakir Naik. How in the world I called Israel? You answer me, Zakir Naik. How in the world this happened? Christian Prince. And you decide to join the Mujahideen. You decide to do what? To join the Mujahideen, Zakir Naik. I mean, hardly the jacket can even go on you. I see your jacket is empty. You don't even have bones, man. Look at your beard. Even your beard with all the fertilizer is not growing. Christian Prince, I'm going to tell you what I can do. What you can do. First of all, the first step I did, yesterday I slept without dinner. What? Dude, we are talking about war, sleep without dinner. What's wrong with you? I mean, at the same time, how you can have dinner if the Jews are not allow you to eat? Come on. Wake up. Christian Prince, first of all, I didn't tell you, I told you that I'm doing Mujahideen and I'm going to do jihad. Zakir Naik, what jihad you would do? Don't you know what Mimi Hijab he did? He went in the front of the embassy and he took off his t-shirt. If you take your t-shirt, what is left? I mean, at least that guy, he have some beef. You don't have any beef on you. Christian Prince, first of all, I'm very skinny, but I'm very powerful. Zakir Naik, I saw what happened to you when I came to your chat. You made poo-poo in your pen. Christian Prince, first of all, I didn't even notice you. It's true. I saw your name in the chat. It's true. I tried to ignore it. It's true. Almost I have a heart attack. But it's true too that I don't know you. Okay, Zakur you can. No problem. Listen, as you hear now, we have a problem. The Jews, brother, they're attacking the Mujahideen. What do you want to do about it? Christian Prince, I'm collecting donation so I can buy a new villa. Abdul, you collect donation to buy a new villa? Look at this. What's going on there? I mean, this is getting so hot. Zakir Naik, sorry, I cannot take your call because, the Zionists, they are doing their business. Where is the Mujahideen? Where is the fighters? You know, the Iranian, they said that if I love it when the Muslim they say if. Unbelievable. Not the F word. No. If Israel enter Gaza, we will not stay watching. So what I can say now, they are asleep? Where is the girls of Hizballah? And where is Iran? And by the way, where is Pakistan? Hey, Qadarov, where are you? Qadarov, you are in the border of Syria. I mean, you don't tell me you are in Russia now. So you have men to send them to Ukraine, but what your men in Syria? Don't you want to do jihad, save the mujahideen? Or you are a Muslim under the command of Putin, peace be upon him? I don't know what to do here. I don't know really. I'm so disappointed. What about Lili Dawah? We are proud of it. Lili Dawah, are you going to do something? Look at this, the sky is shiny. I mean, Halloween come to town so early. Do you see it? I mean, this is the Halloween, but this is the real one. So you want to attack civilian, you want to kill women, you want to rape children, you want to make videos, Allahu Akbar. The same day they attacked, second day I made a video says, today they are saying Allahu Akbar, tomorrow they will say, please stop the attack, we want peace, ceasefire, please. And now all the barking dogs in the world, they are asking the Israeli to cease fire. Every scumbag dog in this earth is asking those who they are the victims to cease fire. Why they want to cease fire? Give me a reason. Because you kidnap women at the age of 89, the other woman at 85, and you release them just because they are Russian, because Putin, he kicked your ass, says release the Russian. Coward scumbags. What kind of an army? Oh, you remind me of your filthy prophet Mohammed. He killed the woman, her name is Qirfa. She is even older, by tying her legs to 2 camels, and he split her 2 pieces when she's alive. This is how filthy this garbage religion. So Abdul, your Hamas is going to be turned into hummus. Actually, already they are hummus. The Israeli army, by the way, is already, they capture almost like 20% of Gaza. What they are doing is slicing Gaza into pizza pieces. Oh, what is that? This is not my gun. I thought I misfired or something. No, that's not me. No, that's not me. Okay, good. That's good. You know. Anyway, so somebody called the Jews. I cannot make a conversation here. I mean, now they decide to do all of this. It was quiet. I mean, I'm telling you, this is the conspiracy. The Jews, brother, let's blame the Jews. Why Christian Prince not gonna talk? The Jews. Let us face it. Each time we want to say something, boom. And then, I suffer from a flight of thoughts already, like Muhammad. Like you see Muhammad making Quran. One verse is about his wife, the second verse about Musa's. The verse after is about Satan. The verse after is about eating pork. The verse after is about Allah creating the sun and the moon. And then they say to you, who can make Quran like this? For sure, nobody. Yeah, this is live footage, yeah. I have my cameraman, he's there, I don't know if I told you, I bought Associated Press and AFP, I think it's like called aftermarket, association something. I bought them all, I just called them and said, listen, how much you want? They told me we get paid by camel urine. So I said, that's easy. I mean, I will urine you as much as you want. United Arab Urine States, where are you? So they gather the Arab and they decide to support the Palestinian by doing what? By going to bed without dinner. Sorry, after the dinner. They ate a very heavy dinner. And so the Egyptian president, we cannot accept what's going on. The Crown Prince of Saudi, this violence must stop now. The King of Jordan, let me confirm to you that we are united together. And don't forget Erdogan. Aman Rabbi Aman. What Netanyahu be doing, Aman? I mean, what the heck is that? So all those Muslims and Arab, they are united together, and this is happening. So what if you are not united? And since when you are united? Only in speeches? He was doing demonstration. No, I did not see. I don't watch. I do not watch Erdogan. I don't go to the zoo. Sorry. Actually, I'm so happy for this, because now the Greece is going to get the benefit of this relationship cut. The Israeli immediately they evacuate their embassy and they cut the relationship with Turkey. So now the Greece, the Greek people, they will get the benefit and get the technology of the Israeli. Because as usual, yeah, you want to work against me, I work against you. So, how to donate? No, my friend, we are not asking you for donation here. No. Those are different channels. And different channels, the first thing they say to you, don't forget to donate to us. If not us, the whole world is collapsing. No, here we don't do that. Don't talk about donation. You want to donate? I mean, you see the link there. Why are you asking me? Brother, this is not a business channel. You remember maybe Hijab and Dawah after they have a debate with David Wood? 2 hours after, brothers and sisters, 120,000 they are converting out of Islam a year. Please donate for us. Like supposedly they are the one who will stop people leaving Islam. Oh boy. Yeah. So those cowards, they hide like rats. When the real men come into them, actually I don't want to say real men, I want to say real men and women, because in case you do not know, the Hamas now, they are hiding from women too. You see, when women are armed, Hamas hide. The Israeli army, in case you do not know, have a huge number of women they serve in the army. So Hamas now is in the run literally, from men and women. Those cowards, they attack civilians in their houses. They kill children. They rape women who they are even dead, even after they die. Imagine how filthy this garbage Mohammedan cult is. And now when the real army is coming to them, what they do? They are hiding under hospitals. Well, yeah, it's a good idea, because hospital always will have electricity and they will not shoot there. So where we hide? Under the hospital. Perfect. But it doesn't work with the Jews. They will give you a warning. If you are in a hospital, you leave, you don't leave, this is your business. Boom, what is that? Oh boy. I mean, things are getting hot. What are you? What Israeli are using? Let me guess. Shotgun? No, this is bigger than shotgun. Well, if it's my uncle's shotgun, it's really powerful. I mean, my uncle's shotgun is so powerful, like, when he shoot with it, it explodes in his face, and he lost one of his fingers. But anyway, so what is this too? This is the lamps of Allah. They are thrown at Gaza. Allah created lamps in the lowest heaven. We see it now live. Those are the lowest, lamps of Allah. Allah created the heaven. And then he, at the end, brother, he put the lamps in the lowest, true. And then, so, what happened, you know the thing, I can't explain to you more, so. You miss me? What does that mean? Where I'm going to cash this thing, you missed me. Okay, I'm going to go and get my gas now. And I will say to them, can you please accept my Miss UCP card? I mean, thank you, Biden. The price is going crazy. What's going on there? By the way, I have a very, once I visited a friend, and the mother of that friend told me that you have a person eyes. Oh, man, what I have? Person eyes. Actually, it's true. When I watch Batman movie, and the fire came from his eyes, that remind me of myself. Anyway, So most of you now, you don't see anything really. You see dark, etc. But I can see. You know, I have pre-made. I know that work. Pre-created, maybe better. Pre-created night vision, so I can see what you cannot see. You know, like, isn't it Allah is the one who says, "I know what you know not." I know what you know not. That's not. And what he knows, that the sun set in murky water. Yeah, look like things is getting really hot. Yeah, but where is the? See, this is a ground fight. In the same time, in the far distance, the light you see, this is bombing from either from the space or from like ground. But if you notice, we don't hear too much guns machines. There's not too much guns machines really, which means Hamas is not even there. You know, they are in the run. They are not even in the top of the ground. Because if there is real resistance to the Israeli army, you will hear a lot of guns machines, not only bombing. But obviously the Israeli army is just opening their way to avoid any trap, and then they occupy the area, and then shalom, you know, shalom. Yeah, I can see the unseen. This is why I don't like to, you know, go in the street and see people wearing clothing, because I can see what nobody can see. Yeah, look like things is getting really hot and expensive. Oh, let's look at this light. I like it. I want to buy one. Eesh, that's a lot of light. What happened to the light? I don't like a war without light. Seriously, I mean, come on, do something. Let me call Jack Shalom, my friend in Israel. Hey Jack, what's going on, man? You don't have matches no more. Are you kidding me? Use Hamas matches. I mean, isn't it their storage is full of it? Good idea? Come on. Okay, thank you. I'm smart, right? Okay, by the way, be careful, because Hamas matches, they are made in Palestine, and which mean they might explode in your hand. Yeah, like their rocket, you know, like they send the rocket to the sky, come back in the top of their head. Exactly, so be careful. Let somebody from Hamas light it for you. Kabich? Okay, so in case, like, you know, it went boom, it will go boom in his hand. Thank you. Yeah, good idea, thank you. All right. Oh boy. I remember my friend Yasser Arafat, unbelievable Yasser Arafat. You know, like, we went together to do shopping. I bought for him shoes, and he gave me headache. First store, second store, I mean, non-stop stores. All of them because he wanted to find high heel shoes. He's so short, man. And anyway, so we find him high heel shoes, and then he thought like he is so high. I said, listen, Yasser, you are not so high. You are still so low. He said, look how tall I am now. I said, Arafat. I mean, even your English name is dirty. Arafat. You know, the funny thing is, when you say an Arabic name in English, it's really dirty, because how they say the name of Arafat, they say Arafat. The first three letters mean penis in Arabic. The last one, it's mean fat. Anyway. Oh boy. Let us change the topic. What we were talking about? President Biden. It was about the war. Oh, okay. So I assure you that we stand with Hamas. President, you should say Israel. Yeah, I assure you that we stand with Israel. Okay. And you know, you know, hold on. Okay, and thank you. We take a question next year. Thank you very much. Okay, President, the door is here. No, this is the bathroom. No, here. Okay, thank you. By the way, who are you? I'm your assistant, you idiot. Anyway, so I don't know what to say. Where is Hamas? Where is the heroes? Where is the Mujahideen? Where is Hizballah? Where is Nasrallah? Where is Qadarov? Qadarov, where are you? Look at this. Halloween on town. By the way, I mean, I saw the Israeli uniform. Is that like a Halloween or something? Or this is real? It doesn't sound like real. Oh boy. Things is getting really hot there. Oh, now we hear shoot gunshot, you know. So now, like, there is some ground cleaning. Yeah, you see, this is heavy duty gun, not maybe 500 something. Islam is peace, absolutely. Peace of what? Yeah, that is a music in my ears. I was waiting for it. Those cowards get punishment for what they did. Enough is enough, isn't it? It's time for justice. It's time to pay. Time to pay. Let us see. I mean, I don't like this noise. Can they shoot without noise? Let me make a complaint to the Israeli government. As long as they believe in democracy, well, I have the right to vote. Right? What do you think? Should I call the Israeli guy? I mean, first of all, what is that? Something is coming down beside the light. I think it was like a parachute or something. I don't know. Seriously, I don't like what's going on. I want them to turn the light on. You know? Like what you see now is like getting married without seeing the bride. This is what happened in Islamic country. You go inside the bedroom, you open the veil, you see a man with mustache. Like, what the heck, who are you? I'm your wife. Abdul, you got a bride. Oh boy. I don't want to hold you for long, but I hope that this will not stop until victory is accomplished, because you know politics is dirty. Politics is very dirty. And I don't trust anyone do work in politics. And as you know, the one who can stop the war is the one in charge, which is the like Netanyahu. I don't trust this guy. But the good news is, this guy, after what happened, he lost his career already. So he has nothing to lose. If you ask me, he should not stop for any reason. Yeah. And I hope he will not stop. If you want to fix your image in front of your people, you better do what you need to do. Because of you, you idiot, things was not going fine. Right? Yeah. Brother, greeting from Germany. What are you saying? You sung of Nizar Francis Ta'al Ya Rab. I don't care for songs, my friend. You sing. In wartime, we need fighters, not singers. Songs is not part of the menu. Right? Yeah, things is getting complicated. And you know, Hamas, they announce that they are really fighting and resisting Israel. I don't know, I believe you. That's why they are already way inside, because you are fighting and resisting. I can tell. Aman Rabbi Aman. What is this? We have a guy in the chat. He have a picture of Zakir Naik. He keeps saying he wanna debate me. Bring your dad, man. Come on, bring the real Zakir Naik. I mean, you must be coming from his balls. I mean, if you are just one of his semen, it's not worth it. You know, bring the real guy, Zakir Naik. You, who are you? You know, I mean, the guy there, he cannot even grow a beard. Look with the fire there. Oh boy, what is that? Look at this. Look, this is a guy from Hamas there. He is holding a flashlight so the Israeli can see where he is. That is smart. Did you see the flashlight? Look. He, you know, he have a flashlight like ping, like I'm here, you know. And the sniper, Israeli sniper, okay, got you. Like I remember, like, you know, when the Israeli were half fighting with the Hizballah in south of Lebanon many years ago, 2006. The Jewish guy, he was saying, Ahmed, he stand up. The Jews, shoot, poof, got Ahmed in his head. Muhammad, Habibi Muhammad, he stand, he said, I'm here. So the leader of Hizballah is so smart. He said, you stupid idiot, what are you doing? We cannot do that. If you do this, they will finish us all. Next time when they say Ahmed, Muhammad stand up. When they say Khalid, Ahmed stand up. Or Ali. Not the same person. And since then, Hizballah is there to fart. And now, because Israeli are busy, you know, they say to themselves, let us make ourselves look like we are supporting Hamas. So what they do, they shoot a few missiles in the borders, and just yesterday alone, they barbecue more than 30 of them. They were dressed like the Lebanese army. They thought they can fear the fool. The Israeli. Unbelievable. They are very cute. Oh boy. Yeah, and by the way, the Israeli are coward. The Quran says that the Israeli hide behind walls. So when the Israeli hide behind walls, they build the wall. The Muslims say, see, the Quran spoke about that. They have walls. Abdul. That's not true. It's you go like a rat. What wall? It's you under the ground. They are building a wall, so this is borders. Like, stay away from us. When you cross the wall, this is what happened. Look what happened to you. Please fire, please. You know, even food, you have to beg them for it. Imagine the Egyptian government don't dare to send one truck inside to Gaza. Don't dare without permission from Israel. A country of 100 million population, an army of couple of millions, yet they don't dare to send one trucks without the permission of Israel. Do you know why? Because they are wise. They knew their size. You potato, you thought you are big and powerful because you were able to invade women and children's unarmed villages, And even when they attack soldiers, I mean, we will talk about this border, how stupid it is, the one who's in charge, how they let the border with a few soldiers to guard it, and they depend on alarm system. Very stupid. But I hope that the Israeli, they learn from what happened, and such a mistake will never happen again. Somebody's saying, I love CP voices. We are talking about war. People are talking about I love CP voices. Shall I sing for Hamas now? When Hamas turn hummus. You know, Joe Biden, I have a question for you. What do you think about Hamas being a victim of the Israeli? Yeah, what do you think? Joe? Okay, so guys, Joe, he not only he don't want to talk, he cannot talk. Yeah, he cannot talk. He's asleep. Because according to the liberals, Hamas are the victims and the Israeli are the one doing aggressive stuff. I mean, oh boy. You want the Abdul to call? Are you sure? Are you responsible for what happened to Abdul? Do you sign for that? Wow, look at this. A lot of light. Okay, let the Abdul call. We will take him for a snack. Let the Abdul call. Let us see. But don't tell me this is the guy who like Buddha. Is that the same Abdul? Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Are you Abdul?
So Christian Prince.
Are you Abdul?
What you've been talking about Israel, Palestine?
What do you mean Palestine? Hold your horses. I asked you last time you called me about Palestine. You did not answer. Is the word Palestine mentioned in your religion? Hello? Hello? Are you searching Google? Hello? He is searching Google for Palestine in his religion. Are you there? He hung up. He's looking for Palestine. That will take a long time. Where do you go?
Yo, CP.
Okay, so did you find Palestine in your religion? You mentioned to me a word, and I am surprised that you are a Muslim and you know a word of Palestine. Where do you get this word from?
So,
don't tell me so.
well,
Don't saw me, my friend. Don't saw, but we don't want to so. Don't give me your sauce. Give me your answer. Where you got the word Palestine from?
well, Palestine is an ancient name, isn't it?
No, I'm asking you where it's coming from. Where you heard of it first time? Is it in your book, in the Quran, the Hadith? Where?
Palestine is an ancient name of ancient
my
peoples.
friend, okay, my grandfather is an ancient man too. This is not the question. I'm asking you where you got the word Palestine from. That's all. You are a Muslim, and Muslims, they believe only in the Quran and the Hadith. So if it's not there, that means you Muslims don't believe what Muhammad said. Did Muhammad ever mention the word Palestine? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, does that mean you are more educated than your prophet?
No.
Does that mean that your prophet is racist?
Racist? No.
Or maybe he is a Zionist?
Is the least racist person. Listen,
Hold on. Is he a Zionist? This is why he did not mention the word Palestine. I want to
So what do
know
you think?
why
So
your
I'm
God,
asking you,
Allah,
I
why
hear you
Allah,
say,
why, please, please, a moment of silence. Look, there's somebody got killed there. Look, I saw him. I
go.
saw him. Listen, why Allah did not mention the word Palestine? Let us say Muhammad is an ignorant. He did not know, he never heard, he did not educate, he did not go to school. As Muslims, they say he's stupid. But why Allah never mention it?
I don't know, to be honest.
You do not know. I know, because the Quran promised the land to the Jews. Isn't it the Quran, chapter 5, verse 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Just stop. 23, 29, 31, 32, 34, 35. So all of it says that this is the land of the Jews.
No, it doesn't say that. Let me respond.
Okay, can you read the verses for me?
Can I respond? Because I know the verse.
You can respond by reading the verse. You can respond by reading the verse and get me busted.
You read it out. I know them, but you read it out.
Okay, but you have to respond to me. You said you want to respond, so you have to read them and get me busted.
I already know about them. That's what I'm saying. Let me respond.
You never learned about them. Okay, can you read them for me and then give me your comment, please?
I'm gonna read it. I said to you, I know it's already there. So let me respond.
You are already there. Where?
Read it out then. Read it out.
I do not know how to read. The angel, when he came to me, he squeezed me 3 times to activate my reading, but nothing happened. So I said, I do not know how to read, man. And then the angel kept squeezing me, and no mayonnaise coming out. So start reading and tell me, chapter 5, verse number 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And when the Jews refused to kill those who live there, Allah, he punished the Jews and he made them lose their way for 40 years. Is it true that your prophet, he said that the Jews being commanded to do genocide against the Palestinian in the Quran, and because the Jews refused to do genocide against the Palestinian, Allah punished them?
Did the Quran say it's genocide?
Yes. So why you don't read it? Why you don't read it? Get me busted, go ahead.
CP.
My friend, there is a CP mean, CPU. Do you know what CP mean?
Can I respond to your question?
Do you know the chapter in the Quran is called CP? And what do you know about CP? Nobody knows what is CP, because Allah himself, he cannot answer CP. CP, peace be upon him, he got Muhammad busted and he make him shish kebab CP. So what CP? Give me the answer. Did Allah command the Jews to go and kill everybody who live in that land? And because they refuse, Allah, he punished them and he made them lose their way in the desert for 40 years.
Why? Are you gonna let me speak?
You will complain forever about not letting you speak. I'm asking you to speak, but you don't want. Confirm to me or disconfirm. Go ahead.
Okay, let me speak. Yeah, so that verse, I know about that one. It didn't say the Jews. It says Bani Israel.
The Jews are not Bani Israel. No, it says the Jews.
I wouldn't even finish talking.
Abdul, are you saying to me that the children of Israel, according to the Quran, they are not the Jews? That's a good one. I will put you in the museum, man. Hold on. Are you willing to say loud and clear that when the Quran says children of Israel does not mean the Jews?
It's talking about the Jews who are Muslims at the time.
If you are a Muslim, you can kill Palestinian. If you are the Muslim, you can't kill Palestinian. That's a good one. So guys, do you see? If you are a Jewish Muslim, you can kill the Palestinian. Yeah, and you can take their land. Yeah. But if you are not a Muslim Jew, you cannot kill them. Okay, well, you know, that makes bad news. Netanyahu converted to Islam last week. And now he's a Muslim Jew, so they can kill the Palestinians.
Right, this is your problem. You don't know how to engage with people.
Well, this is how stupid you are. You just told me because the Jews at that time, they are Muslim Jews, they can kill the Palestinian. Everybody heard you.
When you know somebody has got knowledge, you get scared. You don't allow them to speak.
You have a knowledge? Okay, hold on. I want to ask you, Mr. Knowledge. In the Bible, there is a verse, it says that to kill them and kill their children. Have you ever heard about it?
I've seen that.
But no, I'm asking you, do you know? Okay, so as long you saw that, where is that?
There's in Numbers, in
Ah.
Samuel 15.
Okay,
something
Samuel.
like that.
Okay, so what is the prophet Samuel in Islam?
He's a prophet of God.
Really, what's his name?
Well, he's not mentioned in the Quran by name, but he's mentioned there.
I thought you are a person of knowledge.
He's not mentioned by name in the Quran. He's mentioned there, but not by name.
I thought you claim that you are a person who have knowledge.
I have knowledge a little bit about Islam.
Okay, what the Quran mentioned about Samuel?
It's about him being sent to appoint a king in Israel.
Is it true that he commanded him to kill everybody, but he refused? They refused to kill everybody, and that is in the Quran.
That's not in the Quran. Killing babies and that. It's not in the Quran.
So where it is in the tafsir?
Anyway, that baby.
No, don't tell me anyway. Don't tell me anyway. Where it says kill their babies in Islam. So this is the prophet. I hear Muslims, they keep talking. They go to those naive Christians who do not know anything about the Quran. And the Muslim, they always point this. They say in the Bible it says kill them and kill their babies. But we find that in your books.
It's not in the Quran to kill
So
babies.
where it is? So where it is?
It's not in the Quran.
So where it is? So where it is?
It's in the Bible.
So where it is to kill their babies?
It's in the Bible.
Is that
what
it?
it says.
No, is that in Ibn Kathir? Is that in Al-Qurtubi? Is that in Al-Tabari? Is that in your books? All of them.
You don't want to.
So do you see how hypocrite you Muslims? You go to those Christians who do not know what they are talking about. They don't know what Islam is about. But the story of Samuel is in your Quran, and Allah cursed the Jews because they refused to go and kill the Palestinians, even though the word Palestinian never mentioned there.
Let's have a debate and stop this
We
nonsense.
are debating, we are. So you said, and everybody heard you, that when somebody, he is a Muslim, he can kill the Palestinians. Everybody says, I said to you, why Allah command the Jews to kill the Palestinians at that time? They said, because at that time they were Muslim Jews, correct?
That's right. But
okay, so based on what you said, if you are a Muslim Jew, you can kill the Palestinian, correct?
I think killing both sides is
No,
wrong.
this is not the question. This is not the question. This is not what you say. Don't change it. Don't play. You agree that because at that time Allah, He commanded them, because at that time the Jews, they were Muslims. Because I asked you why Allah commanding the Jews to kill the Palestinians. You said because at that time the Jews, they were Muslims. So why Allah calling them Jews if they are Muslims?
Quran never calls them. The Quran calls them Bani Israel.
No, the Quran called them Jews.
No, it calls them Bani Israel.
The Quran called them Jews. You want to bet?
Does it not call them Bani Israel?
It called them Bani Israel is the Jews.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but
so a second ago you said no, it's not the same thing.
Yeah, but like, what's the proper word?
So is the Jews? How they are Jews and they are Muslims? Why you call them Jews then?
What did He call them in the Quran? Was it Bani Israel or
It called them both Bani Israel and Jews.
Yes, the Jews are there, but it's not.
Okay, hold on. I wanna. As long you said you are a person of knowledge, where is the word Jews mentioned in the Quran?
It is mentioned. The word Jews.
Where? Okay, is the Jews will go to heaven, or Bani Israel will go to heaven?
The Bani Israel who believed in Allah and keep the commandments.
So the one who they are Jews, they will not go to heaven.
The one who don't believe in Isa alayhi salam.
I'm asking specific questions. Don't give me this, shala falafel hummus. So when the Quran says, because you are trying to make a difference between saying the Jews and saying Bani Israel, children of Israel. Okay, so when Allah says the children of Israel, are they those? You said to me, those are the Muslims. Those are Muslim Jews, correct? The Muslim, the followers of Musa, they are Muslims, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so when we say Jews, are they the one who don't follow Moses?
Normally, when the Quran calls them Jews, it's referring to the ones who have already disbelieved.
Thank you very much. Guys, do you see how stupid the Muhammadan? This is an example. Chapter 2, verse number 62, it says that those who they are Jews and the Christian and the Sabian, they are going to go to heaven and they have no fear. And you just said, everybody heard you. You just said that when the Quran referred to the word using the word Jews, he meant those who disbelieve. But we have in front of us the Quran saying that those who they are Jewish is the one who believe. So you are an idiot, my friend. By the way, I'm giving you a rank. Don't think I'm insulting you.
That verse is talking about the Jews between Isa alayhi salam.
It is you who said to me that when Allah says Israel, children of Israel, he meant those who believe, and when the Quran says Jews, he means those who disbelieve. A second ago you forgot.
When can I explain without you interrupting?
A second
me?
ago you said that. Did you forget?
Can I explain without you interrupting?
You want to explain to me what already explained?
Can I explain?
You want to explain the explanation? Isn't it what you gave me? Isn't it what you gave me was an explanation?
You know what? You are. There's a reason why you don't want to face and debate Muslims.
Yeah, right.
Because you'll be.
Okay, hold on. Let us start from zero. Did you drink camel urine today?
No, you'll be destroyed intellectually.
Did you drink camel urine today? So that intellectually is, if you are a Muslim, you can kill the Palestinian. If you are a Christian or a Jew, you cannot kill the Palestinian. So Muslims, they have license to kill everybody. Is that correct?
No, we don't. We have a license.
This is what you said to me. I said to you, why Allah command them to kill the Palestinian? You said to me, because those who follow Moses at that time, they are the Jews who believe in Allah. They are Muslims. You said that.
Okay, bye-bye.
What bye-bye? What the heck? That's it? Abdul, with me you have no testicles. Go call, apostate prophet David Wood. There they talk about philosophy. You can have fun there. Here we smash you. Here we make you hummus. Bye-bye. Since when Muslim they say bye-bye? Is that what Muslim now these days they do? Bye-bye? Is that papai, the one who eats Spanish? Sorry? Papai? Go and call the ones who do not know how to talk, not me. All of you potatoes, all of you. This is the land of the Jews, even your stupid Quran. You like it, you don't like it, live with it. Or die without it. I don't know what the Jews are doing there. What is that light there? Somebody explain to me. Yeah, I like it when a Muslim is excited to debate me. And like Christian Prince do not know how to talk to Muslims. Like, what, huh? Christian Prince, you don't know what you're talking about. We can get you busted, huh? You're running from me, huh? This reminds me of Nader Ahmed, Nader Ahmed, he go around from place to place. Christian Prince running away from me. Nader Ahmed, just go, man. Leave my socks. Leave my socks, Nader. So one day I said, okay, Nader, call me, man. I mean, last time we called, he agreed that his prophet have sex with the goat. And he posted the debate in his website, but he cut only from the debate anything is insulting the prophet, which means the whole debate. Guys, the whole debate is about his prophet having sex with the goat, and he cut only, even he put that in his website. I did erase from the debate only what was said from a Christian Prince as insult about the prophet. What is left? If the whole debate is about Muhammad having sex with the goat. Oh boy. See, you want to take the land of the Jews? Have fun with the Jews. You want to scare women and children? You want to kidnap them? You thought by kidnapping them they will not hey, please, release the hostages, because those people, they value their children. If I am the Prime Minister of Israel, if I am David of Israel, I will not even ask for the hostages. I will not even mention them. I will finish the army. I will finish the enemy. Which one is better? To finish the enemy forever, or to release just 200 people? How many people they will die now going there in this war? You see those civilians, they make me sick. And I'm talking about the civilian who they don't know what they are talking about. It's war. And in wartime, as you see, those young men and women, they are giving their life. And you are worried about your 200 civilians? Aren't you going to lose way more now when you enter into Gaza? Which one is more important? So true leaders will not really care, because the enemy, they learn that those people, they are soft-hearted, and we kidnap for that reason. Why they kidnap them, you think? Because they go, they kill, they rape, they steal, they do, they loot, and then they say to them, we have hostages, stop, we kill them. If they knew that the enemy don't care for the hostages, they will never dare even to think about it. But the stupid Netanyahu, many years ago, he released 2,000 Hamas, 2,000 for one Israeli soldier. And that taught them that what we should do, we should kidnap more. This is why Netanyahu is an idiot. This is why Netanyahu is a donkey. This is why having bad leaders is a bad day for your nation. Never elect businessmen. Never elect cowards. Never elect people who care only for election. Elect people who care for your nation. How else would you have it if you were in his situation? Hamas is only what Israel forced them to do. What? I will tell you, once the mafia, they kidnapped me and they called my dad and they said to him, we want the $3 million to release your son. My dad, he said to them, I will pay you, just keep him. Since then, they don't even think about it. So the stupid ones is the one who tell terrorists that if you kidnap from me, I will do whatever you want, because that will be a good business. They will never lose. Only stupid, dummy, coward, low intellect will negotiate with terrorists. You lose your son, you lose your daughter, better than losing all your family tomorrow. We don't want potatoes. We want real men, real fighters. The children of Israel is the children of Jacob, yes, but the Quran did not. The stupid Mohammed, he never mentioned who is Israel. You see in the Quran, suddenly it says, children of Israel, children of Israel. You ask the Abdul, okay, who is Israel? They will say to you, Jacob. I said, where do you get this from? From the Bible. The Quran never mentioned where. Suddenly, the guy Jacob, suddenly his name became Israel. Why? What happened there? See, this is the street fight now. But this is mostly like, oof, boom, boom. That's a very hot night. Yeah. So you see, guys, you asked me to to let a Muslim to call me and debate me, and you know what happened. You know the thing. You know the destiny. He went to Allah. It's a perfect time, by the way, to make a Muslim admit, and he admitted, that if they are Jewish Muslims, they can kill the Palestinian. So why we don't ask Netanyahu to say Shahada and go for it, and then no Muslim complain? In the hadith it says Israel belonged to Islam. That's a good one, Walid. Well, this is not what the Quran is saying. And where is the hadith saying that Israel belonged to Islam? Hey, Walid, did not you change your name? I told you. I mean, the one you are carrying his name, he is a Muslim. He raped Muslim women, and he cooked the head of the husband, and he ate it. Is that what you want to do to your cousin? You want to kill him and eat him, and then rape his wife at the end of the night? Yeah. I want to know what those two lights are. I mean, is somebody holding a flashlight there? Let me call Netanyahu and ask him what's going on, where he's getting this lost light from. Who is this one who allowed him to use a flashlight? I mean, you use a flashlight in the middle of the war, so the Jews will find you. What's wrong with you? Don't do that, Abdul. Don't use a flashlight. Use LED. No. Are you in the battlefield? I wish. But the bad thing, I'm an Arab, and the Israeli will not trust me to be between them. I know. But if they allow me, I will join them. I have a good skills in fighting, you know. Like once I remember the enemy, they almost captured me, and as soon they came to the building, I took off my socks, man. And then, you know, I don't know if you heard about the case in United Nations. They said CP used chemical weapon. Unbelievable. Yeah, true story, by the way. This is true story. Sahih Bukhari, hadith numbers, the books of socks, and chapter smell bad, very bad. Are you an Arab? Yes, I am an Arab. It's not my fault. I'm born this way. Hello. Yeah, isn't it funny that Arab is defending the Jews? That's really sick, huh? And there they are. That's why they are upset. They are upset, not downset. There's a huge difference between upset and downset. But in the case of Hamas, they are down and set and down and down and down and down. You know, imagine yourself now in Gaza and you are a Jew in the top of the ground. You find a hole. You take off your pant. Oof, in the head of Hamas. Unbelievable. You know what? If I am the Israeli army, I will turn all the sewage lines to their, honestly, honest to God, I would do it. I told you I have good skills in war. So I will turn all the sewage lines of Gaza to their tunnels. Immediately. Kill them with shit. Let the shit deal with it. It takes not even few hours, honestly. You can block all the sewage, redirect the sewage to their tunnels, and command. Not only that, I will open the water to all Palestinians so they can drink more and shit more. Like, drink, please, brothers and sisters. Christian Prince, I command you, please, in the sake of Allah, all of you drink water and with your urine. Yeah, and the kitchen, you know. And then you direct all the sewage on Hamas. And the leader of Hamas was sitting in his hole like, what the heck is this? Why we are flooded by shit, man? Right? Walid, he said, I have a foul mouth. Hey, Walid, do you remember your prophet? He says to a man, go and bite the penis of your dad. And you are talking about the foul mouth? Mouth, huh? Should I say to you the same as your prophet says, go and bite the penis of your father? By the way, Walid, I have a bad surprise for you. Your father have no penis. And the proof is you. The Muslimin are in jihad and you are in YouTube. Shame on you. You yourself don't have a penis, do? You have a peanut. You have any argument or just insult? Well, sometimes I have arguments, sometimes I have just insult, depend in the day. And what about you? Why you are here if you don't like what I'm saying? Are you here enjoying the insult or the argument? Just tell me, huh? Don't worry. What happened in Gaza, stay in Gaza. The Prophet, peace be upon him, was very polite. He said to a man, the one who is proud about his inheritance, his family, tell him to go and bite the penis of his father. Where the Palestine people, none of those people there, they are Palestinian. Those are the Arab who invade with the Muslims when they came and invade that territory with Umar ibn al-Khattab. If you ask any of those Hamas, are you an Arab? They will say yes. Arab are not Palestinians. There's no Palestinian. The Palestinians are gone a long time ago. Okay, somebody saying that IDF dropped leaflets from aircraft addressing the residents of Gaza, saying that Gaza has become a battlefield, shelter in North Gaza, and Gaza government are not safe. All right, this is old. This is not new. I mean, I don't think they will send now papers at the dark. Right? Time to drink. I drink water, some drink beer, Muslim drink camel urine. Yeah, when they say to you Palestinian civilians, first, they are not Palestinians. Secondly, those civilians, none of them is civilian. They were dancing in the street and they were looting. They came to the Jews' houses, they loot, even they took a toilet seat. Did you see the video of the toilet seat, guys? They stole TVs, coffee machine, computer. Those are the civilians. And the civilians were saying Allahu Akbar, Takbir, praising Allah, and some of them kissing the ground, and some of them they are crying for victory, or killing women and children. Today is time to pay. Today is the time for the consequence. Today is the firework day. Yeah, this is life. This is life. This is right now live from Gaza. Yeah, it's life. Your women, they walk naked. Not my women, my friend. The one who walk naked is the Muslim women. Guys, Walid is talking about naked women. If I go right now to YouTube and I type the word Malaya, what I will find? Walid, do you want me to show you? I mean, it's war time, man. Shall we take a break and show Walid who talk about naked women? What do you have in the month of Ramadan in the TV, Walid? Brother, I just typed the word Malaya, brother. Look what the Muslim women they do, brother. Look at this, brother. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Brother, I mean, come on, we have to face it. Muslim women, they don't get naked, they do muta. Brother, look at this. Subhanallah, Subhanallah. Their ass is up. Oh boy. Praise be to Allah. They are, by the way, wearing hijab. Look at this. What the heck is that? Is that Gaza? Gaza is shaking. Gaza is Allah. What is this here? Muslim women are not naked. What the heck is that? No way. Shall I go to Turkey? I'm just now in the Arab countries. Don't waste my time now. We want to watch the firework. A Muslim man talking about naked women. Unbelievable. Just don't take me there. If I type the word now, nightlife Erdogan, what I will find? No, hold on. I should find you the Islamic TV of Turkey. You know, Islamic Erdogan, Islamic missionary. This is Islamic missionary TV. Unbelievable. I love it. You know, always I get complaint about my admins and the admins of, look, this guy, I mean, of, shall I show you? Most of you are not, you are, look, this guy is teaching them about Islam. Look, 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 look. This is the founder of Quran and science. He's teaching the girls about science. Oh boy. Oh boy, I love, this is Islamic TV. Look at this TV. Oh boy, this is the admin of the Islamic TV. I want to do that. Oh boy. That is a real admin, not like mine. Look at mine. Look at my admins. Look at my admins and look here. Oh, let us go back to the war. Yeah, this guy is the one who made the revolutionary for Quran and science, brother. I wish I could replace all my admins for one of those admins. Just one. Like, you know what? Half of those admins. I will fire all my admins if I can get half of those. What? Just half of one admin. Unbelievable. I will not even go to war. You know. I will go vacation. Hey, Tamara. Thank God Tamara is not my neighbor. She will shoot me if after what I said this. Hey, Tamara, I was joking. I will not dump my admin. What are you talking about? I was just joking. This is a joke. Yeah. You know, all of you admins are best, you know. No, I'm just joking, okay? By the way, if you want to take vacation, Tamara, and so I can continue saying and watching there, you can go. All right. How many admins have here? Only Tamara? Where's the rest? There's no more admins. And they are asleep. Oh, we have Dalila. Dalila, are you male or female? I don't know, by the way, if my admins are male or female. Dalila, are you male or female? The name in Arabic, this is female. I don't know. How you know these days? We have Tamara, we have Dalila. That's it? 2 admins only? Better than nothing. Talk about the Trinity. This guy is worried about the Trinity. I mean, we are making popcorn in Gaza, and this guy, the Muslim, you know, Muslim, you want to change topic. Talk about the Trinity. I challenge you to prove to me the Trinity. Here we go, 3 bombs is coming in one. You see it? The first one, the second one, the third one. Unbelievable. Yeah, Abdul, you know, like, yeah. Like you want to talk about Trinity now, like Trinity. Talk about Trinity, huh? Why don't you talk about Trinity? Huh? Yeah, Abdul, we have war in Gaza now, yeah. Trinity. I challenge you to talk about Trinity. Abdul, come on, don't do that. I challenge you. Abdul, what? Trinity now? You know, later. What about tomorrow? Now, tomorrow. Not tomorrow. You know, Trinity. The Muslim will debate every Christian about the Trinity because they don't want you to ask him about the stupid Mohammed. The Trinity. What about we debate about the testicles of Muhammad? Are they 2 or 1? I heard that he didn't have any. Oh boy. The background seemed to be in the loop. Maybe I don't know. Let me check. Hold on. Maybe the video is stuck. Okay, hold on. Because you know sometimes they do like the break an egg thing. You know, break an egg. Let me put you here with something nice. You know, so like to take a break from the war. Okay, let's see what's happening with the videos. Well, it says live, so I don't know. Let us see. Different channel. Okay. Let us see. I don't know. Let us see. Anyway, I mean, the fight is really far. And they don't allow journalists to be close no more, which is good. You know, because the more they are close, the more the enemy can get information about army positions, army movement. There's a guy, I saw his video. He was like so excited when the day the war started. He was happy, Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah, you know, and crying from happiness. 2 weeks after, he was crying like a cat. Brother, they destroyed Gaza, brother. Gaza is destroyed, brother. Nothing left, brother. Yeah. Nothing left. Yeah. Let us see here. Anyway, war is ugly, for sure, and it's costly, for sure. But if you've been forced to do it, then you better finish it. Otherwise, you will keep going in war forever. And the problem with the state of Israel, that they have for the last 30 years almost, liberals, even those who call themselves conservative, like now Netanyahu supposedly is a conservative government. In fact, they are not. They are just businessmen, hypocrite, cowards. They are not doing responsibility job. They just care for re-elected. That's all. The Israeli, they need real leader. A leader who favor his nation above his election. And we don't have those in the West too. We don't have real leaders. Trump was not. Biden is an idiot. All those who they are in the West, they care only how to re-elect it. This is why they compromise. And those who they compromise, they will never bring victory. And trust me now, if not Netanyahu, he been forced to go for this war, he will not go. He been forced to it. This is what happened when you have a government like this. Hamas, I showed you, 2 days, less than 48 hours before the attack, they have a marching day. More than 15 to 20,000 fighters, they were marching in the street with all their weapons. Israel got the chance to wipe them all in 5 minutes. Netanyahu did nothing. He was watching. And now, actually, I don't trust this guy Netanyahu. I trust one thing, that now he lost his career after what happened. And because of that, he knew he will not be re-elected for a long, long time. And now he have only one chance to fix his image, is to demolish Hamas. So he can say, you see, I am the one who did it. But even that I don't trust. Even though this is his only choice to look better, because he is just a businessman. I trust no businessman. I trust no Obama. I trust no Obama the Muslim. Biden, the boy of Obama. Trump the businessman. All of them, they are coward businessmen. And if they do something good, it's just to make, you know, like to make himself look better. If Biden, he knew that the majority is against Israel, trust me, he will never support Israel. But as you see, 412 congressmen and women, they voted for Israel. 10 only is against. So it was, if it was different balance, Biden, he will be the puppy of Hamas. Trust nobody, my friend. Those are not leaders. And those 10 congressmen who voted against Israel, we should be sure, if you are an American, next time you vote against them. Take their names. Take their names and make a list. And next election, very soon, let us see the congressmen voted. I mean, I understand if somebody is a Muslim and he voted against Israel. Here it says 9 actually. Here it says 10. So it's 10 or 9. Let us see. According to here, there are 10. And those are the 10. Look like there's 9 Democrat and 1 Republican. Who is this idiot Republican? 9 Democrat voted no. Representative Jamal Bowman, Andre Carson, Cory Bush, Oli Green, Summer Lee, Ilhan Omar for sure, Delia Ramirez, commercial. Anyway, take their names and next election be sure that they will not be there. Be sure that you will speak against them and remind people of what they did. Because this is the time you know who is anti-America and who is not. Who is joining the force of the devil between us and who is not. Use your vote and cast them out. Let us see. Well, if they are in your state, I'm talking to those who they are in that state, whatever state it is, you know, and even if they are not your state, you know, take their names out. So in the day of election, post, make comment about them. So those who they are from different state, who they are your friends, they can, you know. I don't want to forget the idiot Elon Musk. The idiot Elon Musk, he decides to help Hamas. How? He will provide internet service to the rescue teams. But who are they, those rescue teams in Gaza? Hamas. Hamas is the government of Gaza. So the Israeli, they cut the internet for security reason. The donkey Musk, he want to provide Hamas internet. Israel should take him to court and they should fine him massive fine. And USA should change the rules of those businessmen. Because as you see, they are involving in security and war. This should not be a decision of one man. This is not to provide customer service for somebody overseas. This is a country, they have borders. There's a government. It's not up to you to provide the internet or not to provide it. Either you want to do business with them and you go under the rules, or then they should kick you out. And if I am now in charge in Israel, I will immediately take an action against this idiot. What a donkey. Very, very trashy person. And supposedly now, no, he's not a Jew. What is Jewish about him? But you know, I mean, this is why it's very dangerous to have a man in such a position. He can provide or not to provide internet to any country in the world. So he became a government by himself. He's higher than the government. Shouldn't the USA make conditions that you cannot provide any country, especially in the time of war, without our permission? One man decision, he can decide, and he can hurt thousands and thousands of people. So now he decide to give communication to Hamas, even though he knew that the Israeli, they cut the internet for a good reason. It's not to save money. It's war. So if you are from Israel, you better start communicating with your congressmen and lawyers and make a case against this idiot. Make a case against him in USA, not only in Israel. Accuse him of sponsoring terrorism. How many organizations who claim that they are rescue organization, donation for food, but in fact they are sponsoring terrorism? We should do something. This guy should be sued, should be fined heavily, should be stripped from his business in Israel, at least. And the USA government should put him in his place. Because this guy, he think he's controlling the whole world. One guy. He can cut the internet from a nation. He can provide the internet to a nation. One guy. He should pay. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to keep you here for long. And I know all of you don't like to listen to me for long. Many of you told me that I'm very boring. And I witnessed that many of you, they are yawning. Remember what Allah said to Muhammad, that Allah, He loved those who do yawning, and Allah, He hate those who do sneezing. So I said to myself, in the time of war, if you are in Hamas, and you are trying to make Allah happy, what you should do? I found that when the Israeli attack and destroy those tunnels, a lot of dust will come. And that means that Hamas will start sneezing. And that means Allah is so happy for the war in Gaza. So, conclusion. Prophet said, Allah loves sneezing but dislike yawning. 3 times. So if one of you sneeze and then praises Allah, achoo, achoo. You know what? I don't know. I mean, this is a good job, a prophet of Allah. I mean, that's amazing. Look at the serious topic. You know, look what Allah, He loves sneezing. What the heck is that? The sneezing God? So when we have a flu or corona, A lot of sneezing. Allah, that was the best happy days for Allah. Like, the whole world is sneezing. Unbelievable. I'm so happy. Unbelievable. So now the Israeli, they are booming, like boom, 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 boom. And you can imagine the dust everywhere. And people are sneezing everywhere. Achoo, achoo. And Allah is so happy. And he says, thank you, Jews. Thank you, Zionist. Zionist. Do you remember the sheikh of the big sheikh of Detroit? He is the highest sheikh of Shia in USA. When he debated with me in the ABN TV, he accused me that I am a Zionist. He could not answer me. You are a Zionist. Fox News, they have 4 interview or 5 interview with him. And they could not get him busted. When me, in 2 minutes, I made him shish kebab. You are a Zionist, and we are a clean. No, even he said it clearly, they want to do cleansing. They want to do cleansing to people like me from Palestine. This is the potato, And even he claimed that even the internet working against him. Yeah, anyway, you can watch it. Actually, here there's English translation for it. So this is the highest sheikh for those Muslims in USA. Not only I made him shish kebab, actually I made him Hamas hummus. I made him literally Hamas hummus. And they asked him to come and debate me again. He says, no, over my dead body. And actually, I was upset from the TV, this ABN TV. Before I go and debate with somebody, they ask, CP, please, can you be nice to our guest? What do you mean be nice? We like, how you talk. I mean, you are so tough and etc. I said, either you are asking me to debate the guy or don't bring me. But if you can be a little bit nicer because we want them to come back. I said, listen, either you want me to debate or not. Don't tell me conditions. Your condition doesn't work with me. So each time I want to go, in their TV. So at the end, I told them, don't call me anymore. I mean, what's wrong with this TV station? I'm not here to do, hummus. Actually, I'm there to do hummus.
5 دقائق للرد على الشيخ هشام. تفضل أخ رشد، تفضل.
صراحة يعجبني استنفار الشيخ هشام، وأنه يقول أن من يهاجم هو الضعيف، وهذا يعني أن محمد هو إنسان ضعيف، فنحن في كتابنا كله لا نهاجم أحد.
You should see how I made him shish kebab. Anyway, the one who speaks Arabic can watch it. Let me send the link for you guys so you can take a look. And maybe you subscribe to this person who made the English translation. All right. So why Christians as well say bless you when you sneeze? Yeah, but they bless you for blessing for your health because you are healthy. For all a blessing is from God. And Muhammad actually was copying that from the Christians too, but he's not copying the reason. He copied stupid reason. He made a stupid reason. Yeah. This is from Hizballah, by the way. This guy, he is a Shia. He don't claim that he's Hizballah, but I assure you that all those Shias who they are living in the state, especially those who they are religious, they support Hizballah 100%, and they donate to them, and they and they love them. I assure you, even though they claim that they don't. So this guy, he was like in the run. You should see his face, how he was. I don't know why the recording is not good quality. Looked like he downloaded a bad version or low quality video. 220, 240. He could not, download better version of it.
هذا الأخ الكريم وتخبطه أتعجب على ما فيه من حقد على الإنسانية
Guys, he accused me of hatred. I mean, they want to kill the Jews, they want to kill the Christian, they want to slaughter everybody. And the second you made them hummus, they say he is full of hate. He hates humanity. He is, you know, a Zionist. You know, you sound younger. No, it's the same, but different microphone. Yeah, different microphone. Actually, I was using the phone. Yeah, I was using the phone, you know. Yeah. Anyway, hummus. Where you go? The Zionist in the top of you. Hamas now in their tunnel, and they are hiding like rats. Where you are going to go? You tell me. And I say to Hizballah, Habibi, you made a threat that if the Israeli enter into Gaza, you will show them what will happen. Well, they are in Gaza. Where are you? Where are you? Well, no. You know, they are shooting a few, shoot through the borders, because there's an agreement between them and Israel since 2006 that there's a limit, a few kilometers, that's okay to exchange fire. Since 2006. They don't dare to exceed that, because that will break the agreement, and then Israel have the right to go in full attack. In fact, the Israeli already, they went way different, way far from the agreement. Still, Hizballah don't dare to break it. So they are very sneaky cowards. They claim that they are fighting Israel. The fact they will not, and they will not dare, and they will not even dare to get closer to the borders. All what they are doing is just to get reputation in front of Muslims, so they convert to Shia. This is the whole idea of Iran. They want to control Islamic Sunni countries by showing them, you see, we are the only one who defend it. Who is the one supporting Hamas? Only us. Where is the Muslim Sunni? Nobody doing it. That's the truth. The whole idea is spreading the Shia sect between the Muslim Sunni. Otherwise, those cowards don't dare. USA is already controlling half of Iraq. USA controlling more than half of Syria. Now, as we speak. Not only Gaza. USA have the biggest base in Qatar. And Qatar is #1 supporter for Hamas. All of them, they are hypocrite cowards. America is all over around you. Who dare to move? Israel in the middle between you. Who dare to move? They are cowards, and we are here to expose them. Thank you all for watching. May the Lord bless you. And this is your brother Christian Prince, was serving you humbly for today. Happy Victory Day. And we pray to the army of Israel for the safety of the men and women who serve in the army. We pray for their victory. We pray for low number of casualty. We pray for the injured one in this war. And we pray that they will come back home safe and sound and victorious. And we pray for the defeat of the devil and his forces. Anyone who is a Christian, he should know that the Mohammedan garbage cult believe that Saturday is first and Sunday is next, which means they want to kill the Jews first, and they want to kill the Christians second. So if today they sound friendly to you because they need you to join with them against the Jews, but reality is both of us are the enemy of the devil Muhammad. So those who join with Hamas, they are Antichrist. And remember, between those Jews, a lot of Christians, they are Jewish Christians who believe in Jesus and they worship Jesus. So we support both, those who believe in Jesus and those who don't, even though we believe that salvation only comes through Jesus. But remember that this is Israel, and the one who cursed Israel, he will be cursed. Thank you. God bless you, and see you soon. Take care.